Hi, I'm Jim with Pour the Juice, and today I'm making up for a grave error that I've made so far in my whiskey journey, because this is my first bottle of Hard Truth. Um, to be honest, this bottle is the first time I've tried Hard Truth. And with the way the market's been lately, I know that's crazy. They have come on storming onto the scene. They're one of the most popular whiskeys out there today. I see all these whiskey tubers making videos of Hard Truth, and here I am, no Hard Truth on my shelf. I had to fix that. So I went out and I purchased this Sweet Mash Rye barrel strength. It is batch 11, 116.1 proof, which is pretty nice. I've already cracked this bad boy. I had a little bit off of it yesterday just to try it out. I wanted to see what the notes were, and I thought, I should make a video on this and just give my flavor profile. So again, this is batch 11 from Rack House 2. I love how they put the batch size on here. You don't see that every day. 12 barrels went into this batch of whiskey of Sweet Mash Rye. So oh yeah, let's give it a pour. Let's give some nosing notes. And let's taste it. If you've watched my channel at all, you know I do love some rye. Typically, my favorite ryes are going to be Jack Daniel's ryes, the barrel proofs. It's a little obsession of mine. But this is very interesting. When I tasted this yesterday, and I'll say this now, when I tasted and nosed this yesterday, it reminded me if Jack Daniel's and Buffalo Trace ryes had a baby. And that's a very good thing for me, because I love Buffalo Trace too. I'm a tater. But the one thing Jack Daniel's ryes are missing a bit of is a fruitiness. I do like a little fruit in my whiskey. I love Stag because of that. I love E.H. Taylor because of that. Weller because of that. And Jack Daniel's, it has the banana note, but it's tougher to find it in the barrel proof ryes, at least from my perspective. Banana is always tough for me to find. And Buffalo Trace products, Buffalo Trace ryes, have a fruitiness, but not as much as like a baking spice earthiness that I tend to like in my ryes. And this does kind of give both worlds here. The nose is on the fruitier side. If you just smelled this, you may think it's a Buffalo Trace product. And there is, I want to say, a little bit of a youthful ethanol note, but I don't even know if that's what it is. It may just be the scent of the whiskey itself. Typically, sometimes an ethanol note can come across as bright to me. And this has that brightness, but it is almost a bright fruitiness. It's very interesting. If you haven't tried Hard Truth yet, I do recommend it. This bottle was like $65. And there's not much out there on the market that can give you this sort of experience, I guess, for that money. Yeah, it's nice. I want to say it's almost like a grapey note. Like it has a very similar Buffalo Tracy vibe on the nose. With, like I said, originally I thought it was an ethanol note, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the smell of the whiskey coming through. Yeah, little berry, little grape. And it is very sweet. And then gave me a kick of licorice. Like I've never tasted licorice that strong on a whiskey before, even a rye. Um, that was cool. I didn't get that yesterday when I tasted this. So interesting. Fruity, berry on the nose, licorice, brown sugar, baking spices on the palate. Let's go back to the nose again. Mm. Licorice again. Big time licorice. I really enjoy that. That's cool. If you liked the video so far, and it's almost over, please give it a like. Please subscribe. I appreciate it. Does help me out. And please leave a comment. If you've had any of these other batches, let me know what kind of profiles you get on there. Do you get as strong of a licorice flavor as I am right now? If you've tried this batch, do you get that? This may be one of my new favorite ryes because of that note specifically. And I'm not that big of a licorice fan, but I was a big Jaeger fan once upon a time. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, licorice, brown sugar, big time. A little bit of the fruit that was on the nose. Cinnamon. It's a nice whiskey. Would highly suggest picking one of these up if you see it somewhere. And I do appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. Cheers.